I got a confession to make, and well, let's just say that I've been lying to you guys, and I need to come clean with it. You see, when I first started this channel, I really didn't know what exactly I wanted this to be. At first, I thought I was going to make it about wedding filmmaking, because that's obviously the name of my business, Sundial Creatives. And look, that's not going to change, but what it is going to change is the way I deliver the message. There's more to being a wedding filmmaker than just filming weddings. I mean, I run a business, I'm doing a lot of stuff, communicating with people, and also dealing with my own personal life. And look, you guys been watching and tuning into the channel because I've been showing behind the scenes of weddings. And as much as I do enjoy it, it's just not realistic and sustainable for me to do every single wedding. I wish I could, but I can't. This is where you guys step in. You see, this channel for me has been a lot of clarity. It's given me a lot of clarity. It's allowed me to understand more about myself and what I want to produce and showcase to you all. You see, I love wedding filmmaking. I enjoy it. But what I love more is discovering who I'm becoming along the journey. And it's kind of why I started the Week in the Life as a wedding filmmaker. Not just to showcase what I'm doing throughout the week and editing and the processes. And that is fun, it is enjoyable, but I realized for myself what I really enjoy is wanting to tell a story and communicate something with you guys. You see, I came to the conundrum of those Reflection Mondays, sharing a story, sharing things that had happened in my past and what I learned and, you know, how it shaped my perspective. That right there was very satisfying. But then also, these Week in the Life type of vlogs have been really cool. It's been cool to document the journey, share a little bit about the processes, and also, you know, share behind the scenes of wedding days. And they are very raw. They're not really high-end produced. At least for me, they're not. For what I know they could be. But this is where we are coming into an intersection. These vlogs are going to be tied to something deeper. A reflection, a point, something that I really want to share with you all. Something I've learned, something I'm showcasing, and combine it into a cinematic way, or at least try to be able to tell that story or share the point. And that's what's happening. I'm evolving as a person, and the tools that I have at my disposal, the Sony a7 IV that I'm using right now, the FX3s, all the lenses, all those stuff, those are my paintbrushes, and I get to tell that story and communicate with you all these points. Now, does it mean that I'm not going to be sharing anything wedding related? No, I'm going to be sharing wedding related stuff. It's what I do, and funny enough, actually tomorrow I'm flying out to a wedding in North Carolina, which you guys are going to see because I'm vlogging this too as well, and going to be sharing some points along the way in this journey. So I just wanted to set the record straight of what to expect in these next series of the Week in the Life as a wedding filmmaker, because they're going to be a lot more deeper, and each vlog is going to have a point to share with you all. So if you want to support the channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you want to support us financially, consider picking up one of the Atlas collection packs. And also, if you want to have a session one-on-one with me, consider purchasing the open book session with me, where we have 3 calls and we can help discover some clarity in your journey that you're going through. If you're a filmmaker, a wedding filmmaker, want to talk business, design, camera gear, or just creating a structure that works best for you, go ahead, schedule that open book session. All right, that's enough with the support the channel stuff. Let's go ahead into today's point. All right, guys, so just made it to North Carolina. We're in Wilmington. We got our GMC truck, even though I own a Ford F-150. But it's nice to be in a full-size pickup. My buddy John's over there. And we're going to see what we can do, because we're pretty early to check into our hotel. So see if we can find a spot just to hang out and kind of go from there. We caught John off guard.
Huh?
What are we doing, John? All right, so to give you guys an update, me and John are out here in Carolina Beach in North Carolina, and we're going to get some food. My stomach is a little bit upset, so we're gonna see how it turns out, but it's amazing weather. It's like, what, 70 degrees outside? About like 75. And when we get back to the hotel, then I gotta set up all the gear, get everything ready.
Put on some rubbing alcohol in your stomach.
Yeah, we gotta feel better.
Man,
my man got jokes. My man got jokes. He got jokes. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead, try to feel better, and be ready for tomorrow's wedding. So, yeah.
Previously, they were available in 41, 38, 34, and 28. They scrapped all of these models off.
So currently I'm sitting here in this open field here on my truck. It's pretty hot outside, by the way, but I'm out here because I've been wanting to share a point that I've been struggling with and something that I'm kind of shaping my mind around and also my actions. I read this Bible verse that we've all heard, and it kind of came to me while I was walking the lake. And it's Matthew 16-24. Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. And so I was left in that conundrum of, what does that mean? What does it mean? If you want to follow me, you must deny yourself, right? And be able to take up the cross and take up your cross. And I was struggling with it because I want to be obedient to God. And I have my own desires that I want to go after, but ultimately I want to be obedient. In a verse that then came, or about the story of David, we've heard that, David was after God's own heart, searching for him. We all know the story of David, that he was anointed, he had a calling, but then he also did some horrible things, repented. He lost sight of God. But then he went again, put his eyes back on God, searching after his own heart. And that's something that I want to live my life like that on a daily basis. And that also involves my actions. I believe it also involves my occupation. I can be completely wrong. This is why I'm kind of sharing it in this format. This is why everything in the week in the life as a wedding filmmaker is going to be different. Because I believe I want to be obedient to God, and that's part of being vulnerable and talking. You see, everybody has a gift. Whether it's the gift being behind the camera and telling stories, whether it's being in front of the camera and relating and be able to talk to it comfortably like I'm talking to a person. Or is it writing, drawing, advocating for people as a social worker, being a pilot. But I think if you're a follower of Christ, everybody has a duty to be able to share the gospel. And so right now, I want to be obedient to that calling. And right now, within my life, I believe I'm in a transitional period. And my point I want to make is that whatever your faith or where you're grounded in, and what's the thing that makes you you, and guides you, and shapes you, and molds you, for me is my faith. I'm a Christian. And because of that, I want my actions and the way I live to be in one accord. I don't want to compartmentalize my life. My weddings, my work, my business, finances, the marriage, the kids, sports, or extracurricular activities. No, I want it to be very much aligned, to be intentional in designing this life that we get to live, right? We hear that You only live once, all right? But I think the analogy is that no, that we live every day. As long as we wake up every day, we got another day to live, right? So why not be able to be intentional in designing things like the Creator? And right now over my life is that He's placed a calling where I need to speak up. I need to share. I've accomplished the things I wanted to accomplish within weddings. I've been able to film weddings overseas. I've been able to do an ultra luxury wedding. I've been able to do barn weddings, normal weddings. I've been able to switch gear kits from Sony to Fuji to Canon, and now back to Sony. I've been able to hit the numbers financially that I've always wanted to hit. My business has made over 7 figures doing weddings. And I ask myself, what's next? I believe weddings is still part of my journey, part of my chapter, which is why I'm sharing this with you guys here on Sundial Creative's YouTube channel and what I'm building. But I do believe there's something greater. Weddings are still a part of it. I love to serve couples, and weddings remind me of the first covenant that was established. And that's between God and man. And so when I see, a wedding ceremony, they're establishing a covenant to each other, but also to God. Doesn't matter what their faith is, right? They whatever they believe, but then they also have their testimonies of people and individuals there that are there for them. And for me now, I want to be obedient to the one who I'm connected with and use this that He's given me, an opportunity, a platform, and it's small. And I'm traveling across the country, and I'm going to share stuff that, again, relates to cameras, and because I enjoy that stuff too. But I think remember that a camera is a tool, and you get to use that tool however you choose. So whether it's to do weddings, or whether it's me right now choosing to be obedient to God, putting myself in front of the camera, being vulnerable, speaking to you on a point of obedience. If you took anything from this video today, is that be obedient to the calling I'm going to say, be obedient to the calling that God has placed over your life. Don't wait for tomorrow to take that next step. You didn't wait for, the next day to start your business, to start picking up a camera and start filming and start figuring out this problem-solving challenge. So right now I'm going to be obedient to this calling and start sharing different points. Start being a little bit more vulnerable. Because I think we're all tired of being fed consumerism, materialism, and everything else. Because this life is deeper than just cameras and tech. And if you're young right now, you may not get it. But as soon as you have family and the life stages happen, and you start hitting the things that you've always wanted, you start understanding that this life is more beyond just what you can buy, what you can just produce. It has a deeper meaning. Appreciate you guys, especially if you watched all the way till the end. It's gonna be a transitional period here, so enjoy the next vlog and video that comes out. Forewarning, the next video that comes out, I produced it back 5-6 months ago, and I wanted to try a new concept. Never posted it, but I'm gonna share it next week's vlog, so let me know what you guys think about that. I am testing out how I'm gonna start creating these week in the life vlogs, but possibly the series could just change completely. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.